That's all right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another live stream shopping in Korea. I'm your host, Amy''가, and we are in a very special location today with a very special guest. Why don't you introduce yourselves for our viewers?
Hi, I'm Ariane, also from Canada team today. And we've both been acting in this very special drama, of which we're in a location right now.
Yes, if you haven't guessed already from the video, we are from the set of Mr. Sunshine, one of the most popular Korean dramas in history, pretty much. And we're not just saying that because we were in it, but it was a lot of fun to shoot. We're going to talk with you today about our experiences on set, and we also have some great products, as you can see down below. We'll get to that shortly, but I wanted to start off first by maybe describing where we are. It's kind of hard to understand. You saw a little video clip before we started, so what kind of stuff do we have around here? You actually came to this set quite a bit.
Yes, I've actually come here 4 times to film, and we are in Nonsan, and it's 2 hours and a half drive from Seoul. And this is a tiny theme park-like studio set, like huge that you can walk the streets. And it's basically a Sunshine Studio, it's called.
Yeah.
And there are tons of little things that you can see. You can see the Gloria Hotel, as in the movie, as in the drama. And then we have behind, that's the set, but that's the office. You filmed in this, right?
Yeah, so this is the interesting thing. I actually did not know that Sunshine Studio existed. I didn't know they turned this into a theme park, basically, where you can rent costumes. As you can see, we've chosen what we want to wear. But we rented costumes, and then you can also walk around the set. So if you're a fan of K-dramas, this is definitely a fun place to be. But where I filmed for Mr. Sunshine was in this actual set with Yu진초이 in his office, Lee Byung-hun. And yeah, it was in another city though, in Daejeon, a little far from here.
The magic of sets, you can move them around.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is, you know, behind here, they actually had a camera set up filming from the other side. It was just like kind of a mirror, or like you could only see one way. But it was so interesting to see that they're filming from both ways at the same time. So we're gonna get to more of that, but tell us about your role in Mr. Sunshine.
I was the owner of the school where Eshin, the Kim Tae-ri, went to learn English to get closer to the love of her life, because she was too frustrated not to be able to read his name. If you have seen the drama, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I think most people have seen it, right? It is on Netflix as well, so if you haven't seen it, you can check it out there. You'll become addicted though, so just be careful. We do have our live chat going as well, so don't be shy. If you have any questions for us, feel free to chime in. Yes, Mr. Sunshine, we are here. Miss Cat, where are you guys? We are on the set of Mr. Sunshine. Paul
Nonsan Sunshine, Sunshine Studio.
Sunshine Studio, remember that if you want to come back. Paul says he loves the outfits. They are very cute, aren't they? We got to...
You can rent like a variety of costumes in here, and a lot of them are copied from the ones that you've seen in the drama. We went for a bit more casual, but there's really a lot to see, and even just as you saw in the little clips at the beginning, it's kind of exciting because you're like, oh my god, you wore this.
Yes.
This is the actual outfit you wore.
They have the mannequins set up so you can feel, you can like almost give Lee Byung-hun a hug.
Don't do it.
I would just get
it
like
will
kicked
start
out.
scandals.
Yeah, so we're having a lot of fun. It's 12 o'clock here in Korea. A little bit late for you in America or Canada, probably. So thank you for joining us. And we're going to tell you about what we have for you as well. These are products from Mr. Sunshine.
I mean, what was selling it? I don't know what sold it.
Yes.
So couple thing right here, a set of two. What are those?
So these are keys to the Glory Hotel, exactly as you saw in the series. And it's room 303 and 304, right?
So there's a theme going on, right? The boys, meet the boys. So you could have this as a couple, or you could have this as a friendship thing. I would totally have this just with my keys because, well, I would choose 304. You can be Heesung if you want.
Heesung?
303.
Oh, I want Eugene's room though.
Okay.
Yes, I got
I'll just
Eugene's
visit your
key.
room more often.
Yes. Because the rooms were always getting robbed, right?
Yeah, they were like switching keys. They were like getting robbed or like just spying. There's a balcony leading from one to the other.
Right.
Stuff happened in rooms in this drama.
But these are so cute. It's so nostalgic, you know. Do you even have keys anymore?
I don't. I haven't. We had a key in our luck up till I was like 10 or something, and then we switched. But like the feel of having a key, there's something really fun, and I like the old style that it comes with the actual like key thing that even if you don't have your own key on it yet, you'll be able to like hear
that sound.
And then like you add your own, obviously.
Yeah. Mail key. I think this would be a good mail key ring to have. Or just your car keys you could put on here as well.
It's a good idea though. A lot of people don't actually use keys, but the mail, you will have it. Like even back home in Canada, they switched all our like house mail boxes to like public ones. So now we all have a key that we have to use.
Exactly. So you can put your mail key on here.
Exciting.
Right? So that's the first product we have. These are going for $22. You can just click on the link below if you're interested. And they come as a set as well, 303 and 304.
You know what's funny about this? This thing, gun, glory, sad endings. Does it remind you of an audition?
Yeah, maybe we should talk about that. So the funny story about us in Mr. Sunshine, we auditioned together for the series. We didn't know what role we were going to get. We were handed both the English teacher role, and I ended up playing the widow role. So it was Logan's wife who was shot, and then I was alone in Korea as the widow, and I played not the nicest character, and I've been getting a lot of really mean roles since then. But what happened was we went into the audition, and it was a very small room. There was the director there, our agent, and then all the workers were around, and we were kind of shocked at first. We're like, oh.
It was the first audition I went that was like this quiet, and I felt so self-conscious, not because, you know, you're being tested, but because everyone was doing their own thing. I felt like I was disturbing them.
Yeah.
So then we met on that set for the first time. We had actually known each other from SNS and through other friends, but it's the first time we actually got to meet.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I love the role she ended up getting. I was like, this is such a cool, strong character. And then my audition line was so short, I couldn't imagine how important it would become, because it has actually become like a theme of basically the whole show, these three words: gun, glory, sad endings. They actually used my voice for the first commercial in it.
Oh, really? Well, that's something to look up as well. Yeah, you played an integral role in this series. I mean, your character essentially brings the two main characters together. It strengthens their love because you teach Asian how to speak English. So she can speak to Eugene and the love can build, right?
Another thing that brings love together is music, right?
Ooh, I like that segue. Way to slide it right in there. Yes, the other thing that we have for you guys is the music box from the series, and it actually works the same. So we have like a wind up on the bottom here. See on the back? So classic.
There's something really romantic about these music boxes.
Look at that. Right from the show as well. This was like woven throughout the whole series.
It's funny how for me it was associated with like Christmas songs, but in this show it just became the product of their love story. Like it kept showing at like key moments.
And it's amazing to just actually watch it work like this.
People say you're all out of touch in Korea. People still use
Yes,
keys.
people
I'm
do
sorry.
use keys.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're coming at you from the future and the past at the same time. We like time traveled back to Mr. Sunshine days. But yeah, we actually don't use many keys in Korea, do we?
Yeah, no, I meant even like in Quebec where I used to live, we didn't have many, but.
Ooh, Kathy says, I'd love to buy your outfits. Hi.
You can come and borrow when COVID is
Yes.
done and you can visit Korea.
Yes.
But meanwhile,
There's a lot of cute things that you can choose from as well. You could choose the like Korean traditional hanbok style.
yes, they were so pretty. It was hard to choose. I was like, I
Yes.
kind of wanted to be Asian and just wear those pretty colored hanbok.
Yes. But we chose the hats and the accessories as well. So it's kind of a fun way to spend a day if you do get the chance to come to Korea and you do get the chance to come here to Sunshine Studio. You can dress yourself up, walk around this whole village here and take photos.
It's a really nice spot. What's cool is that you enter here, you can get to borrow for the whole day. It's a thing that happens more and more in Korea on locations. You'll be able to actually rent outfits and like use them the whole day and then return them. They'll wash and like get them pretty if something happened, and and then you can just walk around the thing, take your pictures. There's a lot of places that you can take pictures at. The building we're in right now is the Electric Society company, because if you remember in the show, electricity just started at the beginning and
Yeah.
they just lit everything up, so they made it a thing. This building is as such theme. There's a pawn shop that you can visit. There's, what is it, across you can even see like Dongmae's like the facade of this building he was in. Very, very nice. And you have layers. You can go over the bridge or you can
Yes.
walk under the bridge. And all those scenes will come to mind.
Even the streetcar. Yeah, you can see the streetcar here. You can jump on it if you want.
Photo zone.
Yes.
Photo zones.
This is a day, you know? You could spend a long time here if you're a fan of the drama, or even if you haven't seen it, that's probably the first thing you should do.
Yeah, definitely.
Watch Mr. Sunshine and then come here and just have a fun day.
Yeah, until you can come here, watch it like so much that you remember every places, and then when you see them in real, it's gonna feel fantastic. Even I actually filmed here. I came here 4 times to film, and every time we would walk those little streets. You see all the writings on the buildings and the little stores with all the accessories. You kind of want to, touch everything, to be honest. But
Yeah. But all those little details you can see here in the photos that we're showing you right now. You can see a lot of the calligraphy and the facades of these
Hisong's
buildings.
pawn shop.
Yeah, it's all set up there. So you can take amazing pictures. It is like hopping in a time machine. So this drama takes place in the early 1900s.
Yes, so I liked that this brought a part of history that people were maybe not as aware. Korea and Japan's history haven't always been that sweet, but it's important to remember and get people to know like how Korea became what it is today. And this is the only set in Korea that includes that is kind of a bridge between old and new Korea. It's got like Japanese style buildings, it's got electricity, and it's got the old buildings setting, very Korean style, like the one you see on the screen right now. And this kind of mixture, that's the only set that has that. It's still being used for new dramas in that area right now.
And it is a beautiful set, so it's nice to just kind of walk around, and you kind of get a tour right now, which is pretty amazing. Let us know where you guys are from if you're watching, though. We would love to hear. If you have been to Korea, if you did watch Mr. Sunshine, if you have any questions about our products as well, feel free to just type in on the live chat that you see right there. Another
Also,
thing
if
was,
anyone has actually been, that'd be fun to see, because it has been like going on for a few, like 2 years?
Yeah, so the drama came out in 2018. We actually filmed from, was it 2017?
Yeah, that far back, that
my
far
gosh.
ago. You started in the summer, and then I ended it the summer later.
That's right. Yeah, I had my first fitting in January, I remember, but I didn't end up filming until, I think,
6 months later.
summer. Yeah, it was a long process, and they were very detailed.
Did you realize that you were in such a big production when you started filming?
I had no idea. I was so shocked when I showed up on set the first day, and I knew I would be acting with Lee Byung-hun, but I was kind of, scared, nervous.
What kind of
shy,
person is he?
What's gonna happen? And we were filming in the other Daejeon studio. So in there, we had this office all set up like we are sitting right now. And the director was outside of the set, if you can imagine. So
yeah.
all of his directions and comments were coming in through the walkie-talkie. And it's all in Korean. My Korean's like not great, as you probably know. And so when he's like, the director's trying to say things, but it's kind of muffled through a walkie-talkie. And I
So
was like,
Lee Byung-hun would translate for you.
yes. Yes. If I didn't catch something, he could tell in my face because I would really try and concentrate. I'm like, what is the director saying?
He's actually fluent in English. He speaks
Yes.
fine. When we actually acted together, he asked me, he was like, look, this is what I'm trying to convey, but does that line like convey it properly? And we kind of like looked at things and he ended up, he asked for my opinion, but he had found something that was perfect. So whatever he changed it for was fine. I was very impressed like how, about his understanding of like very tiny details and like adding it to acting.
Yeah.
He's like